It is my pleasure now to introduce Mr. Paul Tchen. Paul graduated from the hospitality program at Cal Poly Pomona in 1990. He joined the Hong Kong and Shanghai hotels and owners and operators of the famed Peninsula Hotel Group in 1991, and his career began with a rather meteoric rise. In 1996, Paul was awarded the Young Hotelier of the World by the International Hotel Association of Hotels Magazines, and in 1999, he was awarded the Distinguished Alumnus of the Collins College of Hospitality Management. Paul spent several years in management with the Peninsula Hotel in the United States and in Asia, including as the opening general manager of the Peninsula Shanghai, before becoming the group general manager in the company's headquarters office. After Paul finished a 25-year career with Peninsula, he created 2 private foundations and an NGO school for his previous chairman from the Hong Kong and Shanghai hotels. Sir Horace Kadoorie Youth Development Foundation in Hong Kong, for which he was chair and a board director, Shanghai K Charitable Foundation, and Jiha Vocational Training School in China, for which he was the honorary chair of both. In 2017, he started his own boutique hospitality and lifestyle consultancy firm, while continuing to be actively involved in several charitable foundations, with a focus on educating and empowering young people. In Hong Kong, Paul is chair and a board director of Support International Foundation, a high school student-led youth empowerment organization through STEAM-based programs and events for local students. He is a board director and past chair of Healy Support Group, which focuses on youth mental health issues, awareness, youth suicide prevention, and youth substance abuse prevention. In the United States, he is the co-founder of Asian Pacific Islander Empowerment Foundation, which will also focus on underserved youth empowerment. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Tchen.
Good afternoon. I am humbled and honored to be invited back to Cal Poly by Dr. Margie Jones to share a few words with you today. It has been so many years since 1990 to be exact, when I was part of the first class to graduate from the Collins College, as we sat in front of the building before it actually opened. And as Margie reminded me, she actually had to set up the chairs for our graduation at the building, which was quite a lot of work. The only thing that is standing between you and graduating today is me. Therefore, I will make it quick so that you can receive your well-deserved degrees and celebrate with your family and friends. And from the looks of what you're wearing under your robe, you're all ready to celebrate afterwards. So I asked myself, what helpful magical words of wisdom could I share with you, which might be helpful as you embark on your careers in the hospitality industry? I simply came up with some personal best practices which have helped me to lead a happy and balanced life, which I've adopted over the years. Most of these will sound very logical and like common sense. But I ask you, if sense is so common, why do we encounter so many people without common sense? Be nice. It doesn't cost anything to be nice, and you have nothing to lose by doing so. You have a lot more to lose by creating enemies. Respect others. It costs nothing, again, to show respect to others. You don't have to agree with them. However, I believe that everyone has something to offer which you can learn from. You can learn what to do as well as what not to do from others. Crawl, walk, and then run. Don't be in a hurry. You need to learn to crawl before walking, and you need to walk before running. Otherwise, you may fall. In other words, don't take shortcuts. Learn your tasks properly and do them well. Learn. Never stop learning. I continue to learn every single day. You don't know everything, but you do learn a lot, not only from your superiors and your peers, but also from subordinates. Throughout my career, I learned a lot of new things from younger people. Knowledge is power. Share knowledge. Don't fear others becoming more knowledgeable, especially your subordinates. The success of your team members reflects your management and mentoring. And remember, how can you move up unless you train others to replace you? Don't work hard, but work smart. Find ways to work smart. Working long hours or a lot of overtime is not a reflection of your dedication. Achieving your task accurately and in a timely manner is working smart. So think first, plan before you act. Remember, quality and accuracy are better than speed and volume. Ask for help. There is no shame in asking for assistance. You don't know everything. Therefore, you can benefit from the experience of others. Face your challenges. Don't run away from them. Resolve them in a fair and professional manner. It is okay to disagree because we are all humans and all have different opinions. Own your mistakes and take responsibility. Don't blame others. Own up to your mistakes. Learn from them and improve yourself. Owning your mistakes demonstrates your sense of responsibility and accountability. You will earn the respect of others by doing so. Appreciate and treasure your team. You are successful because you are part of a great team. If you are the team's leader, you may be developing great plans, but it is your team who is implementing them and subsequently making them a success or a failure. Network. Our industry thrives on connections and network. Don't be shy and meet people in all walks of life. You may work with some of them in the future, and some of them may even become your bosses or your clients. Start with your fellow graduates, many of whom will be the future leaders of our industry. Give back to your community. Share your good fortune and success by helping others, whether it is through mentoring young people or donating your time or money to charitable causes. Help others who need it. Remain humble. Part of your success will be your talent, and the other part will be pure luck by being at the right place at the right time and meeting the right people. Remember how no matter how good you are, there's always someone better than you. Do your best and always strive for more, but don't put yourself on a pedestal and assume that you are the best. Now, everything that I've mentioned to you can be applicable to both your personal and your professional life. So just take it as food for thought as you begin this new chapter in your life. Before ending, I would like to acknowledge my mother, Mary, who has always been supporting me and who sat here 34 years ago in the heat while I graduated. A special thanks to my friend Dennis Wong, who came to join us today. Coincidentally, as Margie said, Dennis is also a Collins graduate from the class of 2004, whom I first met when I tried to recruit him for a job at Peninsula Hotels. Sadly, he declined and subsequently started an illustrious career in logistics. Now, many of you had classes with Dr. Ben DeWald, who's sitting over there with him. So I guess you know who he is. So Ben was working at the Meridian Hotel in Newport Beach when I was a trainee back in 1988. And of course, that hotel doesn't exist anymore. It became a few others, and I believe it might now be the Fairmont in Newport Beach or something else. So I met him while I was still a trainee at the Meridian and a student at Cal Poly. So later, Ben moved to Hong Kong and joined the Shangri-La Hotel in Hong Kong, which is an opening hotel. And at the same time, shortly thereafter, I showed up at his doorstep and said hi to him because I told him, I'm also moving to Hong Kong. Such a small world, isn't it? So Ben and I are a great example of networking and maintaining relationships because who knew that we would still know each other after all these years? Last but not least, I would like to thank again Dr. Margie Jones for giving me this opportunity to share a few words with you on this very special day. Congratulations to the faculty for your dedication in preparing these young men and women for our industry. Congratulations to all of you graduates on this momentous occasion. You have worked hard for it and you have earned it. Now go out in our wonderful world of hospitality and show them what all of us proud Broncos from the Collins School of Hospitality Management are made of. Thank you.